So this is another type of fundamental pedogenic process that's called elevation. So before coming to this video, please follow our previous videos on introduction to the fundamental pedogenic process and elevation process. Then you please come to here. Then only you can understand the link between these lectures. Now let us discuss about the elevation. Before going to elevation, we will see some layers of the soils. So these are the layers of the soil: O, A, and this elevation layer. This already we have discussed in our previous videos, and followed by B horizon and C horizon, followed by R horizon. Well, then what is elevation? Elevation is nothing but it is a quite opposite to our elevation. EMA. Do you remember that it starts with E? It starts with I. This one starts with I. Okay. So it's a process of deposition of soil material removed from the elevated horizon. So whatever the materials are removed from here, it will be deposited here. So the deposited air is called, it is called your elevated layer. So in the lower horizon or horizon, gains having property of stabilized translocation of clay. It's called elevation. That's why we can see in most of the profiles, whenever we digged any profiles in a low, in a any valley regions or a lowland regions, we can see there is a high amount of deposition of clay in the subsurface areas, or what we call a control section area. So the horizon formed by the process is termed as illuvate, illuvial horizons, or it is can be represented by the BT. So this layer we can easily it is in pedology we will represent it as a BT. BT means it's nothing but clay zone. That's where the clay was accumulated. So all the basic pedogenic process combined result in the number wide ranging of soils that are observed on the surface on the earth. So it is nothing but whatever the pedogenic process are there, all are combined will finally will give a very wide range of different type of soils we can observe on the earth's surface. So this is how the elevation it is. In short, I want to say whatever the materials are washed out in this layer will be deposited in this layer. This is what here represents. That means here there is some clay is there. So what will happen? These clay particles will be translocated or will be leached out into lower layers. And here you can see all the accumulation of your clay. So this accumulated layer is called your elevation. That's why this alluvial layer is called as wash in, and this elevation EMA, remember that E, this is called as wash out. So this is the difference between elevation and elevation. So in both this, I mean, I want the different types of all this pedogenic process due to the as I told here, we found the different type of soils. We can see in hot semi-arid regions, we can see calcisols. In cool humid zone, we can see podsols, and hot humid we can see ferrosols. We can these terminologies are pedological terminologies we will discuss in our further coming pedological classes. So this is what the elevation, a fundamental pedogenic process. Now I want to show you a summary. How far, how far the real image looks. So in the previous videos, we can see some clip parts. That means you can see some diagrammatic representation of soil profile. But here you can see how the real profile will looks like this. You can see the cement layer. That's why all my previous videos. In my previous videos, we can see in my previous slides, we can see that elevation I represented in a cement color or in a ashy color. Why? Because all the washout layers will be, or everything will be washed out. During this washout time, what will happen? Well, this layer looks like a ashy color. That's why it's called the zone of elevation. Zone of elevation will be there. It's called the zone of elevation. And all the materials whatever washed out here are deposited in the lower layer. You can see some dark colors will be there here. So this is called your zone of elevation. You can see this is called the zone of elevations. So like this, oh, and there is another process called porzolization. We will discuss in the coming classes about the porzolization and all. So this is how the real picture of a profile looks. I hope you understood. Thank you.